Hey, welcome to another video on my channel. It's me, it's your girl, it's Sherry Monique. And listen, let's just jump right in because I don't want this video to be too long, but I do just want to jump right in. And if you kind of see me looking this way, it's me looking at my computer, where I have like my notes for me to stay on track. But listen, hi, welcome again. Listen, I hope you all are doing amazing on today. Listen, we about to jump right into this video because I am anxious to talk about it because I've talked about it a little bit, but not really as much, right? And today I just wanted to jump in and just kind of talk about it and just, I want you guys to engage with me. On because I'm in this period of time where I'm single. That's no secret. I've made it known before that I am single in my 40s, right? And I am a Christian woman, really looking to I'm not looking to find my partner because I'm waiting for my kingdom partner to find me, right? But I am in a period of space to where I am preparing myself for my person to find me, right? But I'm wondering, am I going about it like the way that I'm going about it? Is it the right way? And I guess there's no right way to go about this single journey. Like, everybody's single journey is different, right? But I don't get out as much as maybe I should be, and maybe that's a downfall for me, to where maybe I should really get out a little bit more. But it's just a little bit hard for me to get out because, I'm always so busy, and I will make time for it, but I don't be knowing where to go though either, because I don't really want to go. I'm not going to the club. I'm not trying to attract that dude. I'm not really going to, like, I don't know. Like, I do. Here's the thing. I do go out though. I go out. I go out to the skating ring by myself. Like, I love to skate. So skating ring is like my vibe. Like, I can go out to the skating ring and just vibe out, and be on the skates and just be vibing to the music and just be having a nice time by myself, right? And then I like to I'm a girl who likes to go out to the restaurants. So I like to go out and eat, maybe on a beautiful day. I like to go and maybe have brunch or something. I do that. I like to go. I don't even mind going to have dinner by myself, right? I've been out to nice restaurants, and I like a nice ambiance. So I will treat myself to a nice restaurant, and just go and enjoy and just enjoy my time. I've been to the movies by myself. I go out, I take my kids bowling. Me and my kids, we like to do that. But I go out. I feel like I go out, maybe not as often. It's not like an every weekend thing I'm doing that. But I do go out, right? But I think where I want this video to talk about more on the lines of, are the dating apps, right? When you're really wanting to do it God's way, because I'm in that space right now in my life to where I'm really trying to walk out every portion, every area in my life. I'm trying to do it God's way, because I am a person who gets in my own way. I'm a person who gets into my own way, and I'm a person that will do all of the things to try to work, to try to make it come together the way that I need it to come together. But it's not necessarily God's way, with me always jumping in and taking over, right? So I'm really learning how to be still in that, and really trying to really be still in that, and really let God lead me. Really trying to have really trying to build up my discernment in that area, because I know me. I guess you could sometimes say I have a takeover spirit. I don't know, a takeover spirit or whatever, to where I have to jump in and it has to go this way or whatever. And sometimes that's good, but sometimes it's not, right? So I wanted to discuss about the dating apps, right? When you're jumping on the dating apps, are the dating apps for everybody? You know, are the dating apps for everybody? But when you're on the dating apps, is that you, especially a woman of God who wants to find a kingdom partner, right? And not saying that you can't do that on the dating apps, but when you're really trying to do it God's way, and you're really, I'm not trying to find a man. I want him to find me. I want to be preparing myself to, I'm preparing myself to be found, because number one, I know I'm a wife. Number one, I'm a wife, hands down. I know that, and I say that with confidence. I am a wife. I am somebody's helpmeet. I am somebody's, listen, I am their biggest supporter. When I rock with you and when you mine, I am your ride or die. I'ma pray with you. I'ma pray for you. So listen, I'ma push you into all of the things of what I see and what I know God is doing in you. I'ma push you until, we complete that assignment of what it is that God brought us together to do. But I've been one to kind of jump in my own way on this on this dating journey, I'll say, because I feel like if if I was one to listen, I feel like if I was doing it God's way the whole time, I would have my kingdom spouse at this point, Um, and it, listen, it's proven because I've been married, right? He wasn't the one. That wasn't the one that God had for me. So we not together no more. But even in other relationships before that, they weren't the ones. None of that sticked, right? None of those relationships stick. My marriage didn't stick. And then, as I'm dating now, I just haven't came across the right guy. Like, one thing I like to do, let me touch on the dating apps though. The dating apps, what I'm trying to say is that when you're on the dating apps, is that you getting in God's way of who he might align you with, or who he wants to align you with, right? And for some, God might be aligning you with your person on the dating app. That might be the way. But I think it's an individual thing. It's an individual thing. You have to kind of know how God is leading you and how God is walking you through this dating journey as you're going through on your own. And this is what I'm coming to find out. This is what I'm learning, that it's a God thing, right? I've tried all the apps, well, not all the apps. Let's not get crazy, Sherry. I haven't tried all the apps, but I've tried a few. I've tried Tinder. I've tried, was it Bumble? I've tried Bumble. I've done Hinge. And then most recently, I've done the Kendra G app, right? And the apps haven't really worked for me. So as I sit and I reflect on that, I'm like, okay, well, maybe, and I've deleted all of the apps except one. And I think I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I don't think that's the way that God is leading me, right? I don't think that's the way God is leading me. So for me, I'm going to delete the apps and really kind of to sit with God to see how he's taking me through this single journey, right? But I wanted to just kind of have a conversation and to get you guys' thoughts. First question, I want you guys to drop in the chat. Have you guys tried the apps? Like, what apps have you been on, and have you found your partner on the app, right? Listen, I've already hollered out about 4 apps that I've tried, and the apps hasn't been a game changer for me. I've gotten attraction on the apps. I've talked to plenty of guys on the apps, but I haven't came across the one. I haven't came across that one to where it's like, man, like he's God sent. I haven't came across that. So as I'm going through, my dating journey, and as I'm really learning to be still and rest in what God has for me, you go through all of the question, well, God, how long? How long is this thing? And I'm learning that one of the things that I'm learning is that let me go to one of my scriptures on Psalms 27:14, and I always kind of go from the New Living Translation, so the NLT version. It says, "Wait patiently for the Lord, be brave and courageous." And then he says, "Yes, wait patiently for the Lord," right? So patience is a big factor in this waiting game, and this on your dating season, on your dating journey, especially when you are wanting to really do it God's way. When you're really trying to really be in alignment. And here's the thing: while you're waiting and while you're working on you, you're working on you. What does that look like for me? I'm working on me. I'm building my business. I'm working on my patience, because I can be impatient at times. Well, a lot of times I can be impatient. So that's something that I'm working on. I'm working on being a better mother, really trying to be patient with my kids and how to have those conversations with my kids. My kids are getting older. My kids are getting older to where I'm learning how to navigate those tougher conversations. So those are things that I am doing while I'm waiting patiently for what God has for me. I'm not sitting here just sitting in my room and tucking myself away and like he's gonna magically knock on my door, because that's not gonna happen. You still have to be just working on you and becoming the best you that you can in this season. Another thing that that we're doing in this waiting season, we're getting in our word. Listen, I am really at this point in my life. I don't think my relationship with God has been this. I haven't been this connected with God of where I am now, and I guess you can say it just took. I'm hard headed, so I'm hard headed. So it takes me a lot to where it's like, okay, God gotta keep showing me things a million and one times for me to be like, okay, God, I give it to you. I surrender it all at this point, right? Because me trying to do it the way that I'm doing it ain't working. So let me just really step back and really let you do what you gonna do with this thing, right? Because I'm very transparent. I have been one on many occasions who have gotten in my own way and always stepping in when I need to be stepping back. I'm always jumping into something to when I need to know how to, I shouldn't even jump in the first place. So, just really working on my relationship, really manifesting, or not manifesting, but really working on my relationship with God, really getting into my word, really engaging in my prayer time with God. Like, those are the things that I'm doing in this waiting period while I'm while I'm waiting for God to say. And then too, when you're doing the things that God wants you to do, I feel like you don't know who God is going to align you with when you're doing what he calls you to do, right? So me working in my business, me being a mother, when I'm handling the things that he's given me, when I'm out and I'm taking care of whatever I'm doing, when I'm at the right place at the right time, and I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do and not worried about. So, and I'm learning too that I have to be not so focused and worried about, because I used to do this a lot. Like, okay, is it gonna be some cute guys there? Like, every time I go somewhere, it's like I'm looking for the cute guys or whatever, right? And I'm learning to get out of that. I'm learning to get out of that and really just really genuinely walking into something and completing whatever it is he has me there to do. You know, not just going to the event to just go scope out the room and go see who's there, or this, oh, I might find my one here or whatever, but just really genuinely going to events and placing myself in the right environments, putting myself around the right people, aligning myself with the right people to be able to just handle what I handle. And then at the right time, whatever God has for me, it's going to come to me. It's going to come to me. So those are the things that I'm doing right now, and those are just some of the things that I'm learning, and I'm as I'm growing in this stage in my life. Like, I'm just learning, because I'm always I used to be always so like, oh, okay, let's get cute, whatever. Won't know who's gonna be there, but I'm just learning to just be cute, and I do this all the time though. But I'm a girly girl. I'm a girly girl who wants to always be cute, and who's not really going out the house too much, looking uncute, I guess you could say, or whatever. So, but just making that not the focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, making that not the focus, to where I'm so worried about who's going to be there, who's not going to be there, and just really kind of being there and enjoying the moment, and enjoying however that event, or whatever that event, or wherever I'm at, however it lines up, it just, whatever the outcome is of that, it happened exact way that it needed to happen. Yeah, and that's all. Let me go into another scripture here. Lamentations 3:25-26, it says, the Lord is good to those who depend on him. When you depend on God, listen, God is only going to be good to us. When I really trust in God, and really just trust him to handle that area in my life, he's going to be good to me. So what does that mean to me? He's going to send me what I need. He's not going to send me junk. He's not going to send me he's not going to send me a person who doesn't like kids, because that's not what I need. He knows that that's not good for me. The Lord is good to those who depend on them, to those who search for him. So it is good to wait quietly for salvation from the Lord. When you search for God, when you trust and you depend on him, God will listen. When you listen, what does the scripture say? Matthew 6:33, I think it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all of these things will be added unto you. When you really seek God sincerely, when you really seek God and you really want to have that relationship with him, and you're really seeking him with all that you know how, and he's going to make sure that everything that you need is provided. He's going to make sure that everything that you've asked for, everything that you desire, everything will be in alignment with what he has for you. But one thing I'm learning for myself is that I really got to learn how to wait on God's timing. It's not going to come when I want it to come. It's not going to come because I'm getting all cute and going out to the barbecue or whatever, or the pool party or whatever. It's not going to come when I think I look good and, this, that, and the other. It's going to come on God's timing. It's going to come on God's timing. So what are the things that I'm going to continue to do? I'm going to continue to seek God. I'm going to continue to seek God. I'm going to continue to work on me. I'm going to continue to work on my attitude. I'm going to continue to work on knowing when to be quiet and knowing that when I need to go and get on my knees and pray about a thing. You know, those are the things that I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to build my business. I'm going to continue to gain the knowledge, you know, the knowledge of things that right now, these are the things that I'm working on. Me working on my business, me working towards getting my real estate license. I'm going to continue to study towards that, you know, because ain't no telling what God is preparing for me by me activating and doing the things that he's given me to do at this moment, you know. So me, even right now with me with my kids in their summer programs, how am I going to make this time count, you know, in every moment? In every moment, it's a time for me to make it count. It's a time for me to activate. It's a time for me to study a little bit. It's a time for me to enjoy the quietness and really sit and rest with God, you know? So, you know, taking every moment that you can while you're in this waiting season. This is not a time if you're in your dating journey and you're asking yourself, God, when it would be my time? Because I ask myself those questions. You know, God, when is it my time? When you gonna send me somebody who's for me? You know, when am I going to get asked out on a date? You know, God, I'm tired of being by myself. Listen, I say that to God a lot. I'm tired of it, Lord. I'm lonely. You know, I want to have someone who I can come home to and I could tell him about my day. I can rest on his chest and like I want that, you know? Don't get it twisted. I want those things. But while I'm waiting, what am I doing with my time? You know, what am I doing with my time while I'm waiting? That's good. And sometimes we get so and this was me. This was me. You get so comfortable. I'm not gonna say comfortable. Maybe you just get so maybe down on yourself and you just feel like, oh, it's not gonna happen for me or whatever. You see everybody around you, it seems like they booed up and this, that, and the other, and you're just like, why is it not happening for me? But there's work that God is continuing to do on us, and I'm learning that. Yeah, I'm learning that. I don't claim to be perfect. You know, I've been married before, I've been divorced, but there's work. There's work that God is working on me. You know, my mouth. Me really learning how to be quiet and really knowing when to, and not saying that because sometimes I react so fast to where it's like oh, I think back later and be like, oh man, I shouldn't even said that. You know? So that's something that I'm working on in this period, learning how to be quiet and really learning how to talk to God, and then he shows me when to react, or he shows me sometimes I ain't really got to say nothing, knowing when to be quiet and knowing when it's a good time to talk. You know, I don't always have to be so quick to say something or jump in or to always have a quick reaction, because I'm so good with that. Like, I'm so good with having a quick reaction or whatever. And that's something that I'm learning to get out of that. No, Sherry, I can't send you somebody and you just always got something to say. Your mouth, you tearing somebody down because you don't know how to be quiet. No, I can't send you the man of God that I have for you until you get that together. And that's honest transparency right there. That is honest transparency. So let's look deep within ourselves, you know, really look at those, ask God to highlight those areas in you that you need to work on. Ask God to show you those areas in you, you know, whether it's your mouth, whether it's your patience, whether it's you, whatever it may be. What are those things? And I ask God that every day. Highlight those things in me. Show me what it is about me that I need to work on, that I need to continue to work on, because I am in this period of time to where I am preparing myself. You know, I want to build my king. I want to lift him up. I want to pray for him. I don't want to sit here and be arguing 10 times a day. I've been there, done that. Been there, done that in the first marriage. I only was married one time. But I've been there, done that. Arguing. Just arguing. Just about petty stuff. You know? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want God to send me somebody who sees me. I want God to send me someone who aligns with me in all of the areas, and I align with him. You know? Like man. I'm just excited. I'm happy that I am learning how to be patient in this season, because I'm excited to see who God sends for me. But I just wanted to kind of bring that up and just kind of like, just let's talk about it. Like, let's talk about it, because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, and I'm in my 40s and I'm single. Like, it's hard. It's hard, you know. But I just leave this video, as we just end this video, I just say all of that to stay encouraged, beauties. Stay encouraged. Know that you are a beauty and you are destined for greatness, right? And I'm not saying that everybody's wanting to get married, because that's not everybody's story. But if that's your desire, right? Trust and know that God's going to send you the right person at the right time. He's going to send you the right person at the right time. And he's going to be, and it's going to be a perfect match. He's going to align. You guys are going to complement each other well, right? Not going to be a competition. It's not going to be that. You guys are going to complement each other well, right? And if that's your desire, I pray that for you. I pray that for you. But in the meantime, while you're waiting, you know, continue to do you, boo. Continue to do you, boo. And I don't mean that I'm independent, this, that, and the other. I mean that by just continue to do you. Continue to take yourself out. Continue to hang out with your girls. Don't think that you have to stay in the house because you're single. If you want to go out, go treat yourself to a nice meal. Get cute. Put something cute on. You know, put some heels on. Listen, I go everywhere almost in heels except when I'm out running around with my kids. Everybody said to me all the time, Sherry, you go with your heels? Yes, I don't really got no tennis shoes in my closet. I got about 2 pairs of tennis shoes in my closet or whatever. And every time I go somewhere, people was like, you always got them heels. I can't wear them heels like that no more. Well, I'm going to keep wearing my heels until I can't, because that's just my thing. Like, I put on the cute little jeans and put on the cute little 1-2 heel and be out here. That's just me. You know, that's just me. So, you know, if you want to treat yourself and you want to go, feel like you got to just be in the house because you single. No, get cute. Put on a cute little outfit. Put your heels on if that's what you rock with. Or if that's not your thing, do you. But do all of the things that makes you happy. You know, do all of the things. Continue to work on you. Continue to work on your attitude. You know, and I'm talking to me too. Continue to work on being a better mother. You know, continue to work on, and that's me talking to myself. You know, continue to just do the things that make you happy. You know, prepare yourself. You know, if you don't know how to cook, maybe take up some cooking classes or something. You know, it's something I've been saying I want to do because I know how to cook. Cooking is not an issue for me, but I don't know how to bake. I don't know how to bake. And I really have been saying it. I've said it a few times to where I said maybe I should take up like a baking class or whatever. And maybe that's something that I need to look into, taking a baking class. Because I know how to bake like a box cake, but I don't know how to make, like, I would love to know how to make a sweet potato pie from scratch. I don't know how to do that or whatever. Like cooking, I've been cooking since I was little, so I know how to cook. You know, I could do a whole I can cook. Cooking ain't the problem, but I don't know how to bake desserts or whatever. Like when I say bake desserts, I mean bake from scratch. I don't know how to do that. And that's something that I said And that's something else I need to add to my list. You know, while I'm in this, there should never be a time to where we're saying we're bored, because there's so many things that we could be doing. And maybe it's not you learning how to cook or learning whatever you enjoy to do. But baking is something that I said I want to know how to bake a few things. Now, I'm not saying I want to be a baker, because I don't want to do that, but I do want to know how to bake like a sweet potato pie. I wouldn't mind learning how to do baking a good, like, I love strawberry cake. So learning how to just bake a cake from scratch, yeah, I would want to know how to do that. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look into that. I'm about to look into to find me a baking class or something, or maybe go to YouTube University and look up baking or whatever. Try to learn how to make a few things from scratch. But anyways, I hope this video was encouraging to you. I hope that you got something from this video. Listen, we are on this journey together. I am learning and growing just like the next person. But I hope that you enjoyed this video today. Please like it and share it with someone. And listen, trust God while you in this season, okay? Trust and believe. I'm trusting God. I've tried all the things. The dating app, I got one app right now left that I'm about to delete, because I just don't feel like that's how God is. I don't think that that's what God wants from me. I don't think that's how I'm going to find my person. And here's the thing. The last app that I just downloaded, I kind of just did it just to kind of see. I don't think I don't really think it wasn't God led, because I know that God is not going to send me my person on the app or whatever. I feel like if that was the case, it would have happened already. But you know, in all of this, I just say continue to trust God while you're on your dating journey, while you're in your dating season, right? Just know that what God has for you, it will happen for you at the right time. But continue to do all of the things that make you happy. Continue to do all of the things that makes you smile, and continue to just do you and work on you, whatever that looks like for you. This is the time for us to build our prayer life with God. This is the time for us to really get deep in our word and really recognize the woman that God has created us to be, and know what our purpose is, and know how we're going to be a help to our kingdom spouse. So with all of that, I say, I just hope that this message or this video was just something for you to kind of just sit and think about. You know, really kind of sit and think about, and don't think that you got to do it everybody's way. Don't think that you have to do it the same way that somebody else did it, because the dating app may not be for me, but the dating app may work out for you, you know? So everybody's journey is different. Okay, but I strongly will say, let God lead you in how he wants you to be found. All right? You guys have an amazing day, and I'll see y'all on the next video.